I found out my partner has been putting slugs in my food. I don't know how to forgive him. I've been with my partner for 4 years now. I've never known him to do anything like this, but I noticed he started acting a little strange about a month, maybe a month and a half ago. He started putting fruit on the floor in the garden. I thought it was a bit weird, but he said he was feeding a family of mice that had nested in our shed. I thought it was sweet and even helped him do it. Anyway, he started being really nice to me about 2 weeks ago and began making me food, baking cakes and stuff. He never usually cooks, so I was really happy he found a hobby. I did notice that sometimes I felt sick and dizzy after eating, but I just put it down till lack of sleep or hormones. Then a friend of my partner came into my work. I work in a cafe, and he said he needed to speak with me when I was free. I was free at the time since there weren't any customers. He told me that my partner had been collecting slugs from the garden using the fruit he had put out and lending them into my food. He even showed me pictures that my partner had sent him. A bag of slugs he collected and a picture of blended slugs. I feel really sick to my stomach. I don't understand why he would do this. This is so out of character for him. When I confronted him and asked why, he got angry and accused me of snooping through his messages, which I would never do. He then said I couldn't take a joke. I feel disgusting. I love him to pieces, but I just don't understand his way of thinking. Am I overreacting? I don't know what to do. I feel lost. Update. My partner has been secretly feeding me slugs, and I don't know what to do. Edit. I'm receiving messages telling me to kill myself. Please don't do that. I am highly sensitive right now. I went to urgent care last night, early morning, really, and waited until I was finally seen around 6 a.m. They ran some tests and found I had a high level of medaldehyde in my blood. I was kept in for monitoring. I also have some ulcers in my stomach, which I already knew about as I was hospitalized about 2 months ago for a burst ulcer. They originally thought it was due to stress, but now they believe it could be due to the poisoning. I might have some sort of infection. I've had a high temperature, but they haven't found the cause yet. They checked my heart and it's fine. I was due to have heart surgery this year, but you're delaying it due to the ulcers, the infection, and how frequently I've been sick. I have a cardiologist appointment on April 20th. I contacted the police, gave a statement, and answered some questions. Anyone who knows me in real life, please don't post mine or my partner's name, as the police said it could compromise the investigation. Not their exact words, but I was in a daze. My ex refused to speak to the police or me, but he said he'd speak to his friend and only him. Then, in front of me, with a friend of mine and his friend present, he confessed to doing random experiments on me and said they started a few months after we moved in together. He said it started with spitting on my toast, and a week later, replacing nipropranolol, beta blockers with salt, emptied capsules. He was the one who handled my medication because of my history attempts. He had control of them and thought this would be funny. He also admitted to the following: swapping my Linda McCartney vegetarian sausages with real meat. I have IBS and can't digest meat well, which is why I became vegetarian. He replaced my corn nuggets with regular chicken ones. One of my pet giant African land snails went missing in the summer. I thought it had escaped after I accidentally left the lid open, but he said it died, so he scraped it out and put it in my curry. I vaguely remember that he kept laughing while I ate, and I got paranoid, so I left the curry in the kitchen and stormed off. He brought it upstairs later and asked me to taste it. I remember it tasting like he'd added too much chili, which he claimed was why he was laughing. Now I think he added the chili to cover up the fact that he put my snail in it. He said he rubbed my toothbrush on the toilet, but ended up washing it because he thought that was too far. It still feels like a dream, too dramatic to feel real. I'm not sure what's happening legally at this point. He says he doesn't know why he did it, that he really does love me, and that he felt compelled to do it. I can understand compulsions a little because I have OCD myself, but this is not the same thing. He says he loves taking care of me, that it's his purpose, and that he didn't mean to cause serious harm. He promised he never harmed our animals. I wonder if he's just been really stressed out. I have mental health issues that may have pushed him, but still, I don't understand how someone could do this. I'm really sad and sorry for worrying anyone. TLDR, my partner has been secretly feeding me slugs.
I went to the hospital. There's some damage, but hopefully nothing permanent. I just found a jar with 4 dead slugs under the sink. My partner must have forgotten about it. I feel physically sick. Image link. Dead slugs in a jar. In the comments, he promised he never harmed your animals, but your dog recently had lungworm and he admitted to making you eat your pet's nail. He replaced your heart medication with salt and deliberately gave you food that aggravated your IBS. This is not a joke. It's not stress. It's deliberate cruelty. These are not the actions of someone who loves you or knows how to care for someone. Please stop blaming yourself. From OP in the comments. Hi, he was diagnosed with ASPD yesterday and admitted everything to me, how he was my way of appearing normal to the outside world. He manipulated me by giving me everything I wanted as someone with BPD. Love, affection, compliments. He began testing me emotionally, cheating first to see how I'd react. I forgave him. Then he escalated to food to see how long it would take for me to get sick. I'm still baffled. The person I knew, I never really knew at all. He's a psychopath, and he gives ASPD sufferers a bad name. He knew I was vulnerable due my mental and physical health. He became my carer while torturing me behind the scenes. I didn't know. He rescued me from an abusive situation only to put me in another. That's how he operates. Struggling to eat, fear of food, no appetite. I recently left a strange and disturbing relationship where my partner was contaminating my food. Since then, I've struggled to eat. I've moved into a ground floor flat, and I sometimes find slugs in the house. I'm terrified of them. I keep throwing away food because I'm scared the slugs have touched it, and I'm afraid of getting sick again. I've tried everything to keep slugs out, copper tape, salt, non-toxic pellets, but they still find a way in. I feel like nature is tormenting me. I can't cope or even breathe properly right now. I tried talking to my doctor, but they wouldn't really listen. One doctor even told me it was a good thing because I was overweight. I was just discharged from the mental health team I'd been working with. I am alive. Hello, everyone. Sorry to those I didn't get a chance to reply to. My inbox has been so full. I am alive, but recently had coronavirus and was very sick. Thank you to those who reached out to me. You all made me feel less alone. Hope everyone is well. Heart.